Alright everyone, I regionally have went over this already. Like, I recorded my whole reading of this Ruinous Powers prayer book, but the video, the audio was cutting in and out. But this is a new microphone, it wasn't even picking up on my voice, guys. So excuse me. Let's go over it again. Basically, they think the Ruinous Powers are way too powerful for the game, and Jagex has actually just released this news post earlier today, or actually yesterday, where they have removed it, guys. So they have actually removed the Ruinous Powers. They've actually removed the idea. They scrapped the idea. We're gonna quickly go over this stuff real quick. Okay, so many players feel that Ruinous Powers are effectively just standard prayers with some slightly tweaked numbers. We don't get the sense that many players are excited for them in the way that you'd expect players to be excited about the power increase like this. For similar reasons, the Ruinous Powers we don't match up with our initial vision for a new prayer book. While the power creep isn't inherently bad, this iteration of the new prayers feels like a power creep for the sake of it, rather than being anything that solves new problems. I understand it entirely, but we didn't properly anticipate the volume of work required to deliver on the community's desire for new prayers properly. With all that we know now, we'd approach this subject with a similar level of attention to detail and communication as we have with sailing and the new skill process. You know, another thing that was one of the reasons they removed it, guys, is because there's a post on Reddit that just said, hey, just remove them. And it got to the front page of Reddit that day. It was one of the most upvoted things, and as soon as they made the sailing video, they did a sailing live stream and stuff, there's the same post about sailing, guys, so they might actually remove sailing. I'm not sure if they're gonna remove it or not, guys, but they actually there's a post about sailing as well that got to the front page that day with over 2,000 upvotes, saying that they shouldn't add that in the game, guys. What do you think they should add sailing, guys, as well? We'd rather risk not sacrificing the quality of everything else that makes up Desert Treasure 2 and Fallen Empire this close to release. We're still open to suggestions of adding prayers that do things players were excited about, e.g. mixing things up significantly in PvP to the standard prayer book. If that's something more players would like to see us explore, this isn't us closing the door on new prayers, new prayer books, or other additions to the prayer entirely, and we'll let you know if we feel the time's right to open these conversations again. So that's cool that I don't want the idea of new prayers to be completely scrapped, guys. I really do think not a whole prayer book is a lot, though. It really does, because when they added Soul Split in the game back in the day, it was way it's still the most overpowered thing, I think. I think they might have added some new prayers besides just Soul Split into the game. But yeah, man, these are the new prayers. We haven't even tried the second beta, but they have already closed the second beta, guys. So no more second beta. They've already closed it, and it kind of sucks because I wanted to try out the Inferno, man. I legit wanted to try out the Inferno in the beta worlds. I really wish they were a permanent thing, but whenever you log in, it doesn't save your profile in the beta worlds. I don't, and I gotta re-gear every time, man. And you gotta switch your prayer book as well. You gotta re-gear, switch your prayer book, switch your spell books. The loadouts on there are just standard loadouts. They're not any of the new items, new prayers, nothing like that. The loadouts are 2007 gear with Arams and Mystic and stuff like that. Berserker helmets with Fire Cape, maybe Inferno Cape, but yeah. So all these prayers are getting scrapped, guys. And they just go into, on this part, they just go in about how they're planning to add it. But yeah, and then this part, they're talking about the whole idea of like adding very, very strong items into the game, and how like they've recently added like Torba, Asori armor, Tomiskin Shadow, all that stuff. And with this point right here, they're basically also saying that they're just not gonna add it into the game. But yeah, I'm still cool with like them adding a few players, but them just like deleting they just deleted the idea. They don't want to go forward with it. Like, I'm still cool with them adding like prayers though. Yeah, the community didn't like the idea. Me personally, like the whole prayer book kind of confused me. Yeah, the whole prayer book kind of like really confused. I just like the recoil idea and stuff. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's us being as a player base being too like, I think, because when they added soul split and stuff, man, I don't think they even like gave us the whole idea of it, did they? Or did I don't remember, guys, but when they added it, like, it was a whole new idea, and like it was a very, very cool thing, because like they're also saying how like they don't want it to be like super overpowered, that it devalues a regular prayer book, which is what the idea basically did. So that's why because in like the old RuneScape, when they released a new prayer book, the magic prayer and the range prayer were actually still stronger than the new prayer book. However, the new prayer book did have this thing where it could leech like all your opponent's stats, but it only leached 10% of your opponent's stats. That's still, and they didn't have like a range prayer in the new at all. They had no prayer in the new prayer book that actually buffed your range level or anything like that. Your range percentage past 15% which was the highest at the time, or it might have been might have been higher. Might have been higher actually. Might have had Ridge or three. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. And their last sentence here. I apologize. I just don't want to read it all again, guys. I read this whole blog, and when I went back to listen to it, the audio was cutting in and out. So I really hope my mic still isn't broken because I haven't checked it out. Checked out the audio, but we'll just read the last sentence to say here, guys. Or the last few paragraphs. They're basically saying that I know, like, a lot of the community may have been excited to add new personal bests and world records, and that, you know, it's gonna shake up the PvP bracket because you can actually complete this quest without getting defense levels, and you know, getting the new prayer book on a low defense build is kind of overpowered. And then they're saying, but here's the last sentence they're saying here, or paragraph. That is to say, by no means us shutting the door on further experimentation and additions to prayers. Instead, it's us thinking back to where we started, where we wound up, how we got here, and how we think we could do much better jobs to serve old school and its players properly with longevity and excitement in mind. Alright, guys. So yeah, that's the video, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. I'm gonna make a few changes in my upcoming streams. I'm going to start doing some React content on stream. I know a few of you unsubscribed because like I uploaded some IRL videos, which makes sense, but I don't want this channel to just be like only RuneScape. It's just not good for business. But I will still be playing RuneScape only on stream and stuff. It's like a 50-50 thing. I don't want to start a new channel because it's not monetized. I'm not getting, you know, I started one and it just doesn't get that many views. So yeah.